with late game execution.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So I'm making this video for one. I thought about something. I really thought about something. So we all know Paul George this season has been a disappointment, right? We all make jokes about him being podcast P. Some of the jokes are warranted because it's like you spending more time podcasting than actually worrying about the game of basketball, right? We also get on him because he stole almost 200. Well, he's about to steal, currently stealing $200 million from the Philadelphia 76ers. And he only played 35 games this season out of 50-something games they played already. And we all know Paul George has pretty much been, since he went to the Clippers, he's pretty much been injury prone. We do give him a benefit of doubt that he did suffer a serious, terrible injury that some people probably won't even come back from. Almost 10 years, no, it's not even almost 10 years ago. It happened 10 years ago, almost 11 years ago. I think that was 2014 when that happened. So I did make a video saying he is one of the most overrated players currently in the league. Now, I will stand on business on that. I will say that. I think, in my humble opinion, he is a star, but not superstar, but also a number 2 option. Maybe at this point, number 3 option, maybe even a role player. But there was things that I learned from a Shams Charania report about Paul George and how he's dealing with his current injury that he has been playing with. The pinky finger, because we all have called him Pinky P now. And I heard, I'm paraphrasing what the report said, I have heard that it's been an extremely painful process. And I, for one, can relate because I did the same thing he did. I tore a ligament in the pinky. And it's extremely, I want to say it's extremely painful if you hit it the wrong way. And I did this probably, what was it now, 2025? I did this probably back in 2012. I remember how it happened because I remember the sound and how it happened. So it was this one dude. I think he was trying, was it a layup? That part may be sketchy. I don't know if it was a layup or was he trying to pass the ball. But whatever it was, I remember blocking it, right? And I heard a pop. It sounded like a gat was going off. A Roscoe was going off. That's how loud it was. And I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't like, none of that. I didn't grimace in pain or anything. That was the crazy part about it. I just kept going, probably all the adrenaline. I didn't really feel it. But I got the ball in my hand, and I was kind of like, why is my finger like sliding up to the side or like that? What's going on with it? And I didn't think nothing of it until like after the game was over. And I looked down at my finger. It was the right pinky finger. And it's kind of like curled up a little bit. But it's like really no pain at all at the moment. And I'm like, what the hell happened? It was me blocking that shot. And as soon as I got done playing, that's when the pain finally started. The adrenaline wore off. And let me tell you, the next day when I accidentally hit it, oh my goodness, it hurt badly. So I get what Paul George is coming from with the pinky finger trying to grasp the ball and everything, hitting it. In that report, it said the pain, some of the pain has gone down, but he's like taking shots for it. I forgot what they call the shots for it, but taking somewhat painkillers to keep the pain down and everything. He has to keep it in a splint to keep it straight, because you do have to keep it straight. Because if you don't keep it straight, maybe I might take a picture of this. What happens when you don't keep it straight? You kind of get that hooked pinky finger, right? So I understand what he's going through with that. So I apologize for making fun of him for that. I really do, because I do understand at the same time. But also at the same time, all this podcasting and all this stuff, yeah, it is a bad look that you care more about podcasting than actually playing the game of basketball. I say this. What has he got? 4 years for this contract? I think it is, which is a lot. 4 years, 200 something. 34. Me and him, same age. I think he's born 3 days after I am. I think he's May 2nd. I'm April 20 something. Late 20s. I ain't gonna say what it is. I don't want nobody trying to figure out my birthday and try to figure out who I am. But it's late April 1990. And both me and him are 34. He'll probably be 38 when that contract is done. 38 going on 39 maybe. He probably might retire by then. And we got to look at Paul George's career up until all the podcasting up until this point. He probably won't be a champion. I don't see that happening. Not with the Philadelphia 76ers. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon because they're just too injury prone. And they got to rely on another guy who can't keep himself on the court either. But we're looking back at Paul George's career before I end this video so far. You know what I just realized about Paul George too? He wearing number 8. I didn't know he changed his number for reasons I already know why. Because number 13 you cannot use anymore. But I just now realized it. I don't know why it just took me now to realize that he changed his number. But Paul George is a 9-time All-Star. Recently, as of 2024, last year. NBA first team 2019. He was in OKC for those 2 years when that was probably one of his best years in the league. 5-time All-NBA third team. 2-time NBA All-Defensive first team. 2-time All-Defensive second team. All-Rookie second team. Most Improved Player. Steals leader in 2019 as well. Second team All-WAC 2010. Number retired with Fresno State Bulldogs. And he does have an Olympic gold medal in the 2016 Rio Games as well. So he does have a lot of accomplishments on his hand right there. So he has had a career, but most people don't get to have. The only thing he probably won't have is either an MVP or, I don't think, unless something happens in the next 3 years, I don't think he's ever going to win that ring. He have yet to play in the NBA Finals. So I think he's playing in a couple of conference finals, both East and West. But yeah, he's had a good career. I think his years of being a man, I think those are over. I think his best years was in OKC. That 1 year when Kawhi got hurt in the playoffs, when they went into the conference finals with the Clippers. That's another one. Playoff run he had was good. I even defended when they was calling him Pandemic P when they choked in the bubble. So, yeah, can't win them all. Still think he's somewhat overrated. Not a superstar, but a very good basketball player. I think I said that in the video previously I made about him. So, anyway, shout out to Paul George. You do wish him well when it comes to these injuries, because, yeah, these injuries, as much as we make fun of him calling them, I call them gummy worm, these injuries do take toll on a person's mind and body. So, anyway, shout out to Paul George.